Good morning students. Welcome to Narayana live classes. I Anjaneya going to discuss the key of assignment dated on 7/7/2020 on the topic triangles. And in that first question is, what are congruent figures? So what are congruent figures? The figures which are having same shape and same size are generally called as congruent figures. If you see over here, if the shape and size of two figures are same, then these are called congruent figures. When I can say two triangles are two circles are congruent if their radii are same, and if I want to say that two squares are congruent if their sides are congruent. If two sides of the squares are congruent, if the sides of the squares are congruent, then or equal, we say they are congruent. If sides are equal, the figures are congruent. Now coming to the second question, they had given explain about the congruence of triangles. So what about congruence? A triangle is congruent if its three sides and three angles are equal to the corresponding three sides and three angles of another triangle. So here we say a triangle will be congruent if its corresponding sides and corresponding angles are equal. The symbol of congruent is given by this. This is a symbol of congruence. If I consider ABC and DEF, then I say side AD is equal to side DE, side BC is equal to side EF, side AC is equal to side DF, and also measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle D. Measure of angle B is equal to measure of angle E. Measure of angle C is equal to measure of angle F. And here triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DE. Now about the third question, they had asked us what is SAS Conference Rule. Now what is the SAS Conference Rules? If two sides and one included angle of one triangle is equal to two sides and included angle of another triangle, then I can say the two triangles are congruent by SAS Test. So that is the statement. If two sides and included angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and included angle of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Now I consider one example, triangle ABC and triangle XYZ. In that we know AC is equal to ZX or XZ given, and BC is equal to YZ given, and this is the angle congruent. Angle C and angle Z is congruent because each is 90 degree. So from this we observe that two sides correct of one triangle is equal to two sides of another triangle, and the common angle between these two sides, that is AC and BC, and common side for side XZ and YZ, they are also congruent. That is angle C and angle Z are also congruent. So from this above two observations, that we can say the two triangles, that is triangle ABC and XYZ, are congruent, and also there exists correspondence relationship, that is angle A corresponds to A corresponds to X, then B corresponds to Y, and C corresponds to Z. Therefore we can say hence triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. Now coming to the fourth question, and last time we have learned about SAS test. In that two side and and included angle. Two sides and included angle over there. Now here it is ASA test. That means two angles and included side. Included two angles and included side. So here SAS, here we are going to explain about ASA. So ASA test we can say as if two angles, as I said, two angles and one included side is equal to two angles and included side of one triangle is equal to two angles and included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Example I take an example in these two triangles. I know, see here, angle B is congruent to angle E. Angle C is congruent to angle F because each is 90, here each is 30 degree. And BD is congruent to EF because each is 7 centimeter. So BC is equal to EF, 7 centimeter each. Angle B is equal to angle E, that is each is 30 degree. And angle C is equal to angle F, each is 80 degree. So we can observe that two angles, if you observe it, two angles, these are two angles and included side of one triangle, that is angle B and angle C of triangle is equal to corresponding two angles of triangle DEF, that is angle E and angle F, and side BC, this is C over here, this is B over here, so BC is equal to EF. BC, that is included side of this angle B and angle C, and side EF, included angle of E and F, are congruent, are equal in measure. Therefore, from above observations, we can say the two triangles follows the ASA congruence rules, and we can say triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruent, and the corresponding relationship, if you see the corresponding relationship are as follows, that is angle A will corresponds to angle D, angle B will corresponds to, this is 30 degrees, so 30 degrees E, so E, and lastly angle D corresponds to angle, that is vertex F. Hence we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. I hope all the questions of the assignment are clear to you. Thank you. See you next time.